Hi, my name is Stephani Prieto. I'm an attorney here at the Nieves law firm, and today we're going to be talking about the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case and how some of the aspects of this trial has kind of gone over into the criminal side and a little bit of the restraining order side that this case has touched on. First thing to start off, this case is not a criminal trial in and of itself. It is a civil defamation case, and Johnny Depp is the one who is having to bring forward the case and prove his case to the jury. It's not like a criminal case where the prosecutor is coming in and pressing charges. But in this case, if it was brought to criminal court, we'd likely be seeing some charges based on the evidence that has been presented in court, such as Amber alleging that Johnny has hit her. He's had these outbursts. This could bring up issues of domestic battery or infliction of corporal injury on a spouse or partner. And so those would likely be the charges that would have been brought forth by the prosecutor, the state prosecutor, against either Johnny or Amber in this case, based on the evidence that has come forward at this trial. So because this is a civil matter, you're not going to see any sort of major repercussions other than the loss of money or the loss of publicity or the effect on their career, which is kind of what we've seen with Johnny when the allegations initially came out. He was dropped from a lot of movie franchises, and now Amber Heard is now seeing a petition circling to remove her from Aquaman, which is, the direct impact of this trial. Versus if this had been a criminal trial, the impacts and the significance of a conviction, a criminal conviction, would have been a lot more long-lasting, being that their record would now not be clean. Additionally, they could have lost gun rights. They could be facing mandatory jail time. And so these are a lot of the big differences between a civil defamation case and the impact that a criminal charge would have brought either for Amber or for Johnny. Based on the evidence that has been brought forth so far in this case, we've seen a lot of the abuse that Johnny is alleging Amber perpetrated on him, and is thus using that to show that he was the one that was being assaulted. He was the one that has experienced domestic violence and not her. Now, to get to this position though, previously, Amber in 2016 had filed a request for a temporary restraining order. That temporary restraining order was granted, and in this case it has come up in the sense that should Johnny have also received a temporary restraining order at the time that she filed for one. Based on a lot of the evidence that has been brought forth, based on the recordings, witness testimony, police reports, and the allegations that Johnny has, he actually would have had enough to also request and counter sue for a temporary restraining order as well against Amber. And this is a case where likely two counter petitions would have been successful, and there would have been joint restraining orders against both parties. Of course, the judge would have had to weigh the credibility of the evidence, and as well as Johnny's testimony and Amber's testimony, in order to grant a permanent restraining order. But in this case, at least initially, they would probably pass the threshold of proving that there is irreparable injury or harm that could happen, and so a TRO is needed based on the allegations of physical abuse, based on the allegations of verbal abuse from both sides and both parties. Thanks for watching. Contact the Nieves Law Firm for all your California criminal defense needs, and follow our social media channels to stay in the loop on trending legal topics.